Hello students, today we are going to begin our English classes. In your English classes, we are going to cover all the grammar topics, okay, and in detail we are going to study them. Today we are going to begin with parts of speech. Why am I beginning with parts of speech? Because I believe in all the grammar books of class 8, the first chapter is parts of speech. So we are going to study parts of speech today. Okay children, before we begin parts of speech, let me tell you that in this lesson, I am going to tell you the parts of speech and their definition. But in some other lessons, we are going to learn parts of speech in detail. Okay, example noun. Today I am just going to tell you what are nouns and few examples. Okay, but there are parts of nouns also. There are kinds of nouns also, right? So we are going to study those in detail in some other lessons. Okay, so we are going to begin with parts of speech. What are parts of speech, children? Parts of speech are words, okay, in a sentence, and we name those words according to their job. Example, if there is a sentence, okay, and the sentence is having a name, clear, and the name is a noun. So there are words in the sentence and we assign a name to that word, to all the words in the sentence according to their job. Example, there is a teacher. Teacher does his or her job, right? A doctor does his or her job. In the same way, parts of speech also do their job in a sentence. As I told you, if there is a name, it will be a noun. If there will be he, she, they, it will be a pronoun. If there will be an action word, it will be a verb. So, we assign name to the words in a sentence according to their job. Okay, and that is known as parts of speech. We have 9 parts of speech. Okay, now in this lesson we are going to study 4 parts of speech, that is noun, pronoun, verb and articles. Okay, but I am reminding you again children, in this lesson I am just telling you what are nouns and few examples of noun, right? But we are going to study nouns in detail. Clear? Now, what are nouns, children? I assume that you must have understood what is part of speech. What are the parts of speech, right? Now, noun refers to the words or a group of words that represent a person, place, animal, thing or an idea. In other words, we can say all naming words are known as noun. Clear? How? I have few examples on the board, written on the board. I live in Australia. Now, Australia is a place. Okay, I told you everything in this world that has a name is known as noun. In a room, we have a fan. Fan is a noun because it has a name. A chair is a noun because it has a name. This pen is a noun because it has a name, right? I am a noun because I have a name, isn't it? So, all naming words are known as noun. Sun is a noun. Moon is a noun. Stars are noun, right? Watch, you have a watch in your room. Watch is a noun. AC is a noun. Fan is a noun. So, all naming words are known as nouns. Of course, we have kinds of noun that we are going to study in some other lesson, but I think you must have got the idea what are nouns. Okay, nouns are words that has names. Okay, words like person, place, thing, animal, all these things have names and these are known as noun. The first example I told you is I live in Australia. Australia is the name of a place and it is a noun. Jenny is my sister. Jenny is the name of a girl, right? So Jenny is a noun. Next is I love to play with my dog. Dog is an animal. So dog is also a noun, right? Now Pacific Ocean is very vast. Pacific Ocean is a name of an ocean, right? So here Pacific Ocean is also a noun. A herd of cattle. Clear? A herd of cattle, why is it a noun, children? Because the words that denote groups, right, is also a noun. So herd is the name of a group. We call the group of cattle is known as herd. So herd here is also a noun. Then a panel of judges, what do we call the group of judges? Panel, right? So here the word panel is also a noun. She is happy. Happy is an idea. As I told you, noun is also a name of an idea which we cannot touch, right? So she is happy. Happiness, of course, we cannot touch, but because it is an idea, it has a name, happiness, happy, that's why it is a noun. Understood, children? So I told you that everything in this world that has a name is known as noun. Clear? Every person that has a name is a noun. Clear? Every animal is a noun, right? Everything around you, you're surrounded by so many things, right? So all those things are nouns, right? All those feelings. She's brave, brave. Can you touch bravery? No, but because it is an idea, it is also a noun. Okay, she is sad, sad, sadness. Can we touch sadness? No. But still sadness is something which we take in the category of noun, right? So noun is a name of person, place, animal, thing and an idea. Clear, children? Everything that has a name is known as noun. Now next, pronoun. Pronoun refers to those words which are used instead of noun. Okay, example, if we write an essay on Gandhiji. Okay, if I am writing an essay on Gandhiji and I write Gandhiji was a freedom fighter, Gandhiji was born in Porbandar, Gandhiji's wife's name was Kasturba, Gandhiji was this, Gandhiji was that, and every time I am using Gandhiji, 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 right? But instead of Gandhiji, what can I write, children? He. Isn't it? So he is a pronoun because I am using the word he instead of noun, instead of Gandhiji. Is that clear to everyone? Like we are writing an essay, or if you are writing an essay on your friend, suppose Radha. Radha is very beautiful. Radha studies in this class. Radha likes to play cricket. Radha is this. Instead of Radha, what can you use, children? She. Clear? Now, suppose I see a group of boys playing and I know everybody's name. Rohan, Sohan, right? And Mohan, everyone. But instead of calling them by their names, I can say they are playing cricket. Isn't it? So, I'm not using noun here. What am I using here? Pronoun, right? So, the words that are used instead of noun are known as pronoun. Examples, we are playing cricket. Okay, we. I can name everyone, right? I can name Seema, I can name Radha, I can name Sita, I can name Kanishka, everyone, right? But instead of using names, what am I saying? We. Clear? So, we here is a pronoun. She loves watching movies. I can name that person, but if I name that person, that will be a noun. But I am using pronoun instead of name. That is she. So, she here is pronoun. Next, he is going to market. Suppose Ram is going to market, but instead of Ram, what am I saying, children? He. So, he here will be a pronoun. They brought apples. Clear? Now, they can be many people. I can name those people. But instead of naming those people, what am I using, children? They. Clear? Nobody is coming to attend the party. Now here, instead of naming all those people who are not coming to attend the party, what have I used, children? Nobody. Here, I have used the word nobody. Are you understanding, children? Now, this is pronoun. Names, the words used instead of noun are known as pronoun. Clear? Now, till now, we have studied two parts of speech. One is noun and one is pronoun. What did I tell you about noun, children? Noun is a name of a person, place, animal, thing or an idea. Clear? Now I told you everything that has a name in this world is known as noun. Sita, Geeta, everybody, your father's name, your mother's name, whatever has a name is a noun. The sun, the moon, the tree, the fan, the watch, the AC, the cooler, everything, chair, this pen, this board, okay, the wall, everything has a name and they are nouns, isn't it? Pronouns, as I told you, pronouns are those words which are used instead of nouns. Clear? We cannot name, if you are writing a long article or an essay, we cannot take one name again and again. So, instead of those names, what do we use, children? We use the word, few other words. Like for girls, we use she. For boys, we use he. For a group of person, we use they or we. Is that clear? So these are words that are used instead of noun. Understanding, children? Now third one is verb. Verb refers to the words or a group of words that describe an action or the state of being. Clear? Action words are known as verbs. We all know a sentence, the words in a sentence which denotes actions. Like I am teaching. Teaching is something that I am doing, the work that I am doing. So the word teaching is verb. Clear? Now here Rohan is singing. What is Rohan doing? What is the action that is being done in this sentence? Singing. So singing is verb. Gardener is watering the plants. Now what is the gardener doing, children? Gardener is watering the plant. What is the action that is being done in the sentence? Watering. Clear? So, watering will be verb. He plays cricket. Plays, the action that is being done here is playing. Right? So, play here is verb. Teacher taught us science. Okay, what is the action being done here? Taught. Teaching. Right? Of course, we have the forms of verbs. Clear? That we are going to understand later on. But here, as we know the ing form of verb, singing here, plays is the first form of verb. So, there are forms of verbs which we are going to understand later on. But the actions are being denoted by different forms of verb, right? So, here, plays is the first form of verb and plays is the action that is being done over here. Clear? Next. Teacher taught us science, I told you, she went to market. Clear? Went is the second form of verb and here the action that is being done is went. Clear? So, all the action words are known as a verb. Anything, walking, crying, smiling, teaching, scolding, clear? And cooking, watering the plants, watching the movie, opening the gate, all these words are denoting an action. Clear? And action words are known as verbs. Clear, children? Moving ahead, articles. Of course, we all know we have three articles, a, an and the. Clear? Now, what does these words do? They modify a noun. How do they modify noun? In detail, we are going to study, of course, articles, but we need to understand articles modify noun. They are used, they actually tell us about noun. A boy, the boys. As I told you, there are three articles, children. A, an and the. If I am using a boy and if I am using the boys, what is the difference that I am making here? A boy, single boy. A is denoting that the boy is single, right? The boys is denoting that there are more than one boy, isn't it? An is used before vowels, right? A, E, I, O, U, and we use an before the words that begin with vowel sound. An apple, an orange, right? So, we have three articles, a, an and the, right? And these words, a, an and the modify nouns. Clear? Example, she gave me a pen. Clear? Pen is single here, clear, and not important. So, a is used before pen. Clear? Now here, pen, the word a is showing that the pen is single. It is telling us about noun. I ate an orange. Why have I used the word an before orange? Because O is a vowel. The boys of class 8 made a card. The boys, because there are more than one boy. I met a girl in the market. Clear? A girl, I met a single girl, and that girl was not important. Because children, let me tell you here, when we are going to study articles in detail, you will study that a girl and the girl. Though there is a single girl, but we sometimes use the before singular nouns also. When do we use the before singular nouns? I am going to tell you in another lesson. Okay, I met a girl in the market. So, a girl. I am telling you, I met a single girl. Clear? Not a particular girl. The is used before particular noun. Okay, and particular thing. Clear? And Radha, if it is singular, Radha eats an apple every day. A again is a vowel, and here I have used an before apple. Clear? Next, the Rashtrapati Bhavan is situated in New Delhi. The Rashtrapati Bhavan. Here children, can you see that Rashtrapati Bhavan is singular now? Right? But why have I used the word the before it? Because I am talking about a particular building. I am talking about particular place. That's why I have used the before Rashtrapati Bhavan. There are many other features of articles that we are going to study. Clear? So, I think now you must have got the idea of 4 parts of speech that we have done today. A quick recap of what we have done in this lesson, children. I told you we have studied parts of speech. What are parts of speech, children? Parts of speech are when there is a job of each word in a sentence. Clear? The name that we assign to the particular word, particular job of that word is known as part of speech. If I am telling you an action word, singing. Clear? What is singing doing? It is denoting an action. So we assign the name verb to it. Sakshi is going to market. Sakshi is the name of a girl, and what do we call the naming words? Noun. Getting me? Then he is singing. He here is a word of a sentence, and he here had been assigned the name pronoun. Clear? She is eating an apple, and here has been assigned a role to modify a noun. So here an is an article. Clear? Noun refers to the words or a group of words which represent a name of a person, place, animal, thing, or an idea. Clear? We have done so many examples. I told you everything that has name around you is a noun. Second thing is pronoun. Pronoun refers to the words that are used instead of noun. Clear? How, children? If I am using he instead of the name of the boy, clear? What is it, children? Pronoun. If I am using she instead of using the name of a girl, it is a pronoun. They, we, nobody, somebody, someone, all these are pronouns. Clear? Next is verbs, children. Verbs refer to action words, we all know. And I also told you that verbs refer to the state of being. What do you mean by state of being? Example, children, if I say I am a teacher, here the word am is telling me my state of being. What am I? A teacher. Clear? It is not denoting any action being done, but it is denoting what am I? My state of being. She She was a doctor. Was here is denoting her being in the past. Clear? So here there are few words that are not denoting actions but the state of being of a person. What is that person currently, or what was that person in past? Okay, or what that person will be in future. These words are telling us the state of being of a person, right? So they also fall under the category of verbs. Verbs denote actions and the state of being of a person. Clear? Okay. Now articles. Articles, as I told you, they modify noun, right? How do they modify noun, children? If we put a before anything, it is telling us that the thing is singular. That noun is singular and we are not talking about any particular noun. If I am putting an before any noun, I get to know that the word that is following that article is beginning from vowel sound. Clear? If I am putting the before any noun, then it tells me that the noun is either plural, okay, more than one, or we are talking about some particular noun, as I told you in the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Clear, children? Now we have studied 4 parts of speech in this lesson. I want everybody to frame 10 sentences of noun, pronoun, verb and articles, and you're going to post me on my personal in the group, WhatsApp group of your class. Okay, thank you, children.